More about today's decision to not file charges against Chiefs wide receiver Tyreek Hill or his fiancee for that matter. And here to talk more about these announcements made this afternoon at a news conference is attorney Matt O'Connor. Thank you for stopping by.
My pleasure. Good
You
to see
heard Johnson County District Attorney Steve Howe make those comments. What was your initial reaction?
Well, it's always confusing when someone says a crime was committed, but we're not going to be able to go forward. And it leaves you thinking, how could that happen? Well, one of the conclusions you can draw from that is that nobody's talking. So both of the parties who may have knowledge of it as to who did or did not commit the criminal act is not talking. And so they may be lacking evidence to get a conviction.
I think that's what many people watching this were struck with, was he seemed very passionate that a crime has occurred against a 3-year-old child.
Yeah.
He seemed very, very convinced of that.
Yeah.
Yet,
and you've got a history.
case is closed, at least this case.
And not that his past history, he may have made up for that, but he has a history of violence, and who knows if it was him or his wife, who knows. But the thing that I was struck with from the press conference is we live in a world where people have very good PR people, and they say the right things. But if you watch that without the volume, I don't see a lot of remorse. What I see is an individual who's going through the motions and saying what he needs to say, you know, and he's going to give back to the community. And part of that is what we expect of NFL players. I don't fault them for it. You know, they're treated like machinery. Their bodies get broken up, they get concussions and things like that. But the global picture is here, what's the consequence of hurting a child if that happened? Yeah. That bothered me. And I just didn't sense any really inward-looking remorse. I sensed I'm trying to remember what my PR person told me to tell me.
Oh, interesting. Yeah.
Did you believe it?
Well, I kind of wonder if fans will be wondering too, how much does star power play into this? Is this special treatment? You know, would others be treated the same?
The answer is yes, but only because of economics. Because if you can afford a good lawyer, sadly, in this system, money talks. If you can afford a good lawyer, that becomes a balancing for the prosecutor. They know if they're going to go up against this person, that they're going to bring everything they've got, as opposed to this guy who's got nothing. That's part of it. And then there is a certain level of scrutiny involved. There should be a zero tolerance on this. I mean, child abuse, domestic violence, things like that, zero tolerance. And the NFL has a very subjective. If it comes out, they're out. If it's kept quiet, they're not. It's an image protection thing. Yeah.
It'd be interesting to hear from the Chiefs at this point.
Exactly.
For sure. Matt O'Connor, it's always a pleasure to chat with you. Thanks for stopping by and offering your insight on this.